Hello, dear followers of Movimento. Very good to see you here. My name is Merel and I'm a kinesiologist, a trainer, and I'm an author. And I am doing a series that is called Transcending the Ego Mind. And today I am going to do a balance, a group balance, a long distance balance. It's for all the people watching now and that will be watching in the future. And it will be about darkness. So, number 7, darkness. And it's a bit strange because people talk about darkness or feel blue. Actually, in English, you use more the word blue. In Dutch, we use zwart, which is black. And it doesn't really exist. There's only an absence of light. And we are feeling blue or feeling dark or feeling without light or a spark in our lives when we're cut off of the light. And we are actually made of light, of love. And but when we deny who we are and when we are mean to ourselves and when we have programs going on diminishing who we are, we allow littler and littler light into our lives, and then we experience darkness. And this summer was very important for collecting sunlight on your skin, on your eyes. I always tell people to go outside without sunglasses. And then they tell me, oh, but it's dangerous. Your eyes might get hurt. Then I say that I don't mean that you look straight into the sun, but you have those beautiful lashes and you can do this with your eyes. And then and your pupils become little dots and there won't be much light coming in. I never wear glasses and I'm outside quite a lot. And I think my eyes are fine. So, of course, there's a big industry going on telling us that it's very dangerous to go outside without sunglasses. But we actually need the signal of light in our eyes to start making vitamin D. And today we're going to work on the biorhythm of our body, of our system, that has to do with light and with darkness. So it also has to do with sleeping well, because when it starts getting dark, our body starts making, I must always say this right, you have melanin and melatonin. Melatonin is for the sleeping, so it starts making more melatonin, and then you should relax. So never watch a frightful movie at night, because then your cortisol goes up, and that's the enemy of melatonin, and you can't sleep. So we're looking at falling asleep, sleeping well through the night, and being nice and freshly awake when we wake up in the morning. So that's 3 things we're going to test, and we're going to see in our group right now. How much light do we allow in our lives? And do we feel blue? Do we feel the darkness? When I talk about law of attraction, everything you focus on becomes more. So for today, for example, there has been quite a lot of rain. I'm in the center of Sweden. If I focus on that, if I would have focused on that, this would be a lost day. And actually it has been one of the greatest. We are here at a place called Orsa, which means bear in Italian. And the inner guide of my son brought us here. And when we drove into Orsa, we saw that there's a bear park. And we actually went to the bear park and saw bears and wolves and wolverines and lynxes. I don't know how you say that. So it was very impressive, and it was beautiful to see them. So this was actually a very good day. And so we're going to balance on light and allowing light in our lives. When you hear my videos and when you do my trainings, I always talk about Dr. Hawkins, who spoke about the level of consciousness, which is a scale between 0 and 1000, and you can muscle test it with kinesiology, and you can test where on the scale you are. We're going to do this for the group as well. And when you arrive 700 and up, you are actually enlightened. So you know you are love and light. You know you are not a body. You know you cannot die. You know you cannot be ill. And it's actually the people that are very high up on that scale that help support the whole group of people on this planet, because they keep the energy high. So by doing this balance with me, you're actually helping the world. You're helping all the other people. And you might think, yes, but I'm doing this and it's time for me and I'm not being with my family right now and this is rather selfish of me. No. This is a good deed. When you take care of you and you are going up to the 700s, up to the 1000, you are doing a good deed and you're being very kind to everybody else. So we're going to test now. I have to test quite high up now. Normally this arm would be at about 30 degrees. It's now 90. So it's a little bit too much, but otherwise you cannot see it. So I'll just push my arm and it's strong, and I'll pinch my muscle and it will go down, and I'll pinch it again in the other direction and it's strong. Other side, strong. Down, up. Yes, no, yes. Yes, no, yes. Central meridian, strong. Going down. Weak. And strong again. Switching. I'm so fast. This is good. Now for the side. Close by. Far away. Close by. And I like doing this as well. I always check the corners. Ears. Other ear. Very good. Water. Please drink. Water. Yes, that was enough. It is strong. Very good. Hey, keeping up here. Very good. So, well, I'll just say for the group now watching and for me, I want to lead a happy life. I want to lead a healthy life. I want to lead a happy life. I want to lead a healthy life. Very good. So, we have a very good start. Almost all the pre-tests were all right, except for the water. So, please, guys, girls, drink more water. I don't mean Coke. I don't mean iced tea. I don't mean alcohol. I don't mean coffee. I mean water. Plain water. The water coming down from the skies at the moment. So we're going to test for the group how well we fall asleep, like fast. So falling asleep, there's stress on it. If I would test the timeless test, so that's a scale from 0 to 40. For falling asleep, we would be on 40-40, 30-40, 20-40, 30-40, 10-40, 0-30, 40. So it's we have no energy to fall asleep well. Okay, we go to sleeping thoroughly through the night. Not waking up, just sleeping. Resting, relaxing, rejuvenating, revitalizing, repairing, healing, that kind of stuff. Week test, 40-40, 30-40, 20-40, 10-40, 0-40. Less, -10, -10. I've never had that. -10. So that's not good, guys. Not good. So, and then we look at waking up freshly, feeling young and positive and wanting to start the day immediately. Week test, 40-40, 30-40, 20-40, 10-40, 0-40. So they're all off. Then I look at melatonin for all of us. It should be at 10. On a scale from 0 to 10, it should be on 10, and then it's perfect. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. So it should be up. Melatonin comes from serotonin, which is one of the happy hormones, together with dopamine. And so if we look at serotonin on a scale from 0 to 10, it's 1, 2, 3. Let's check dopamine as well. 1, 2, 3. Guys, we're already depressed and it's still summer. This is not good. Okay, we're going to test how much light we allow in our lives. Let's just say the sentence. We as a group, me and we as a group and all the people watching later on, allow light in our lives. We allow 10%, 20, 30%. That was kind of obvious. We saw this coming with the serotonin and the dopamine. 30%, that's not enough. That's not enough. Do we feel we're out there in the dark? Yes, very strong. Okay. Do we want to be in the light? So we start tapping first. Okay, tap with me and say, I love myself and I accept myself and I respect myself and I think myself worthy, even though I think life is a dark place and being human feels dark and it feels like being in the dark ages, and this is a dark period in time. And I love and accept myself, I respect myself and I think myself worthy when I allow light into my life, light into my body, light into my thoughts, light into my work, light into my relationships, light in everything, into my cells. Oh, so I want light in my life. Yes, that's strong. If you feel this is you and you feel rather depressed already now, meanwhile it's still August, do this tapping three times a day at least, plus extra times when you don't feel happy and light and cheerful, and do it at least 3 weeks, but I think more, maybe the whole winter. Okay, now we're going to do a very nice test, and this comes from Leefblind. This is a Dutch training in kinesiology, and what you do is you look at something black and then you see what happens with your body. So I'm now going to look at something black and you're going to look at it as well. And now I'm going to test, and it goes down. This means there's not enough light in our lives, and we can solve this a very nice and easy way. If you have a flashlight, then you hold it here at the glabella. The epiphyse in Dutch and in Latin, and I think you call it the pineal gland in English, registers light. The bone here is very thin and the gland is behind it, and it registers if it's light or not. And you can readjust your sensitivity to light with a light beam. And I'm now making the video with my camera, so I cannot use it, but every camera now has, or every phone now has a flashlight. You can put it on, and then don't look in the light because it's too strong, but have it on and let it slowly slide down until you have it here, and just keep it there like 30 seconds or 1 minute. Take care, it might be hot, so take it a little bit off your skin and then take it away. I'm going to use nature, so I don't have this, and I'm going to do it with my eyes open. It's a rainy day, there's a cloud, but there is light. You can see on my face that the light is reflecting, so I'm actually looking into the light and I feel this light here. And we are now in the center of Sweden, which means this is all little mountains and lakes and rivers and trees. And I myself am more a sea woman, so I like to be at the sea. And what I do in my mind's eye, I remember the shimmering of the sun on the sea, and I'm collecting all this light in my system. So you can do it with a flashlight, and I am doing it with the memory of the sea and using the light of the sun in the sky is right now here. When you want to do this every morning or every day, do it in the early morning, because otherwise you're quite awake all night. So look at this early in the morning and do this early in the morning. I feel something has changed. So when I test now, it's strong. We're going to check again. I'm looking at the black. Testing. So I have enough light in my system to resist black. Black doesn't give me a weak test anymore. Please have some water, because the water is too low already in the group. Okay. Yes. Now we continue. So we were looking at hormones. We were looking at light. We as a group, and everybody watching later on, allow light in our lives. Yes. We allow 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. Yes. We feel we are in the dark. This is a very dark period. No. Okay. Then we look at melatonin, and it's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which 10 is the best? Serotonin 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and dopamine 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And we're going to look at our sleeping rhythm. So we fall asleep immediately when we're in bed. Strong, 40-40. We continue sleeping at night very well and regenerate and rejuvenate and feel much better and younger and fitter and stronger and repaired and healed. Yes, 40-40. And we wake up with a smile on our face, and we want to start the day because we're so happy. Yes, 40-40. Yes, very good. Guys, there's something I forgot to do. Before we started, I can go back in time. Before we started with this group, starting this balance, I wanted to know where we were together on the consciousness level as a group. And we were on 100, 200. 200 precisely? Yes, 200. Which is the flipping point between being against life and going for it. And I should check also all the people in the world. Where were they? 100, 200. Less than 200, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So they were at 180. Now, after the balance, now our light is balanced. This group went from 200 to 300, 400. 400 is a very nice level where you feel very good. I don't know by heart. I know 350 is acceptance, 400 I don't know precisely. 500 is love, 600 is joy, 700 is enlightenment. So we went up to 400. We doubled, which is much more than doubling, because going 1 up is 10 up. So it's much more, it's exponential growth. 400, which is very, very good. And if we look what our effect is on the world population and their consciousness level, they went up from 180 to 190, 200 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. Yes! That's what we did with this balance, guys. It's so easy. It's so easy. So, I would say for the next coming 3 weeks, either you wake up in the morning and you put a flashlight here, or you buy yourself a beautiful sunlight lamp and you put it on 10 minutes in the morning when you do your breakfast, or you make sure you're outside as much as you can. without glasses, of course, and because this was the only correction. This was all we did. So, enjoy this and feel light and enlightened. Please share with me your experience, how you first felt and how you feel now, and share with friends that can appreciate this. And I think there will be another video. See you soon.